Dracula Chapter 1 1890 Jonathan Harker's General. Having had some time at my disposal in London, I visited the British Museum and made a search among the books and maps regarding Transylvania. A folk knowledge of the country could hardly fail to have some importance in dealing with a nobleman. I am visiting a district just on the border of three states Transylvania, Moldavia, and Bulgaria, in the midst of the Carpathian Mountains, one of the wildest and least known portion of the Europe. Oddly, no map shows the location of Castle Dracula. It appears that every known superstition in the world is gathered into the horseshoe of the Carpathians, as if it were the center of some sort of imaginative whirlpool. If so, my stay may be very interesting. The impression I had was that we were leaving the west and entering the east, with little towns, castles, and strong rivers. I shall keep note as they may refresh my memory when I talk over my travels with my dearest Mina. Bistritz, my destination, is a very well known place. I shall stay the night here, before my journey to the frontier and the Borgo Pass. Count Dracula has directed me to go to the Golden Crown Hotel, which I find, to my great delight, to be thoroughly old fashioned. The Englishman. Yes, Jonathan Harker, a letter for you. Thank you, madam. My friend, welcome to the Carpathians. I am anxiously expecting you. Sleep well tonight. At 3 tomorrow, the coach will start for Bulgaria, a place on it kept for you. At the Borgo Pass, my carriage will await you and will bring you to me. I trust that your journey from London has been a happy one and that you will enjoy your stay in my beautiful land. Your friend Dracula. The letter is from my client, Count Dracula. Do you know of him or his castle Dracula? Oddly, they crossed themselves. We know nothing, sir. With that, they refused to speak further. It is very mysterious and not by any means comforting. The next afternoon, as I prepared to leave, a small crowd had gathered. Her Englishman, must you go? I must. I am engaged on important business, as I told you, and my client awaits. Do you know that day? What day it is? It is the eve of the St. George's Day. Today, tonight, when the clock strikes midnight, all the evil things in the world will have full sway. My good woman, I appreciate your concern, but really, it is just a matter of business with me. Please, young her, please don't go. At least wait a few days. My dear woman, I am a lawyer. My duty is imperative. I assure you, no harm will come to me. Then please, young her, wear this, for your mother's sake. Whether it is the old lady's fear or the many ghostly traditions of this place, I do not know, but I am not feeling nearly as easy in my mind as usual. My thoughts are of my dear Mina. How I wish I could say goodbye to her again. I got out my dictionary and looked up in the strange words. Among them were Ordog, Satan, Pokol, Hell, Striggia, Witch, and Vrolok and Volslag, both of which means the same thing, vampire. As we departed, the crowd made the sign of the cross and pointed two fingers at me, which I learned from a passenger was a guard against the evil eye. I soon lost sight of ghostly fear in the beauty of the scene as we drove under the afternoon sun. The road was rugged, but a few over it with a feverish haste. Rebecca's. Ah! When it grew dark, there seemed to be some excitement among the passengers. Hurry up! Can't you go any quicker? They seemed to urge him to further speed. He lashed the horses unmercifully with his long whip. I say, driver! The mountains seemed to come nearer to us and to frown down upon us. We were entering the Borgo Pass. Please, her gentlemen, take this for your protection. Thank you, but there is no carriage here. The her is not expected after all. We will now go to Bukovina and return tomorrow or the next day. A moment, driver. You see her, Englishman, no carriage. I can hardly understand it. His letter was quite clear. Yeah. Just then, a carriage driven by a tall man and coal black horses came up behind us. You are early tonight, my friend. The English her was in hurry. That is why I suppose you wished him to go on the Bukovina. You cannot deceive me, my friend, and I know too much, and my horses are swift, for the dead travel fast. As the other coach vanished, I felt a strange chill and a lonely feeling. The night is cold, men, her, and my master, the Count, bade me to take care of you. There is a cloak to warm the legs. Be comfortable, men, her. The coach went at a hard pace straight along. Then we made a complete turn and went along another straight road. It seemed to me that we were going over and over the same ground. I waited with a sick feeling of suspense. Wolves! Oh! The howling seems to drive the horses mad. The wolves sounded near and nearer, as if they were closing around us from every side. Suddenly, I saw a flicking blue flame. The driver saw it at the same moment. He went rapidly to where it arose. When he stood between me and the flame, he did not obstruct it, for I could see its ghostly flicker. I took it that my eyes deceived me. The wolves sounded like they were all around us. Ah, we have stopped. Driver! I said, driver! All the howling ceased, but as the moon sailing through black clouds, I saw around us white teeth, lowering red tongues, shaggy hair. Oh, driver, come here! To my utter amazement, the wolves fell back. Just then, a heavy cloud passed across the face of the moon, and we ascended upward into darkness. Then I beheld a remarkable place. A castle, from whose tall black window came no ray of light. I could see even in the dim light the massively carved stone worn by time and weather. The driver assisted me, and his hand felt like a steel voice ready to crush my own. What sort of place had I come to? What sort of grim adventure was it on which I had embarked? Hey, driver! I stood in silence, keeping no sign of a bell or knocker. It all seemed like a horrible nightmare, and I expected that I should suddenly awake. I heard a heavy step approaching behind the great door, then a gleam of light through the cracks in the wood. There was a sound of rattling chains and the clanking of massive bolts drawn back. A key was turned with a loud crafting noise of long discus. Then the door swung back. I am Dracula,